Number 1. They are peacemakers. The most common life purpose of an empath is to solve conflicts and establish harmony in the world. Due to their high sense of emotions, they experience everything more intensely than other people. This applies to both positive and negative emotions, meaning that they look at even a mild, small amount of suffering and turmoil as a serious problem. In broad terms, they believe that conflicts divide people and it's vital to find common ground to achieve a more harmonious world. They find it strange that people waste so much time and energy in conflict. They don't understand why conflicts cannot be resolved in a more productive way by finding consensus. Therefore, they always seek common ground with others, even if it comes at a sacrifice of their own opinions for the sake of harmony and balance. This is also why they are excellent at integrating different views and approaches. It is their natural strength to compare different perspectives and combine the most efficient ones together. They have a strong sense of forgiveness. In the workplace, their talent helps to minimize confrontations within teams and ease conflicts as they always aim to look for win-win solutions for everyone. Number 2. Empaths tend to put others first. Empaths' gift of feeling the full weight and breadth of emotions can also put them at risk. Once they are aware of the hardships of others, they feel an urge to solve them and help. This is why they often tend to give up on their needs for the needs of their friends or family members. They often don't realize the unbalance this can cause with their life and relationships. The risk is that if the balance isn't right, they won't achieve in life and may suffer problems with stress and fatigue. It's often the way that empaths have a great sense of justice for others, but not for themselves. Any injustice inflicted on their close associates puts them into action and they won't hesitate to speak up and defend them. However, they tend to forget that the world isn't perfect and isn't always fair. It's part of the normal human experience that most people will suffer some hardships through some parts of their lives. For an empath, it can be hard to say no. When they face a request for somebody they love, they think about their loved ones first because they know very well what it feels like to struggle. This can cause issues with their time management and can cause their own goals in life to slip by while they are supporting others. Number 3. They are highly sensitive. Thanks to being connected to their feelings, empaths can easily get hurt. This is because they become physically and emotionally overstimulated more easily than others. They react strongly to criticism. Even a slight joke is enough to offend them when the intent of the joke is not clear. Being a highly sensitive person can come with many hardships. Empaths may struggle to adapt to new circumstances, may show seemingly inappropriate emotional responses in social situations like parties or events, and may easily become frustrated in response to light, sound, or specific physical sensations. In crowded, noisy places, they quickly get overstimulated and uncomfortable. So they might leave the party sooner than others normally would. Nevertheless, empaths often form deep bonds with others due to their highly sensitive nature. Their friends are not likely to be superficial people, and their conversations are mostly not just small talk. They usually enjoy deep conversations with a real exchange of thoughts. This is why people around them may feel more attached to them. Their relationships are built on intimacy. During sleep, empaths can often have vivid and exciting dreams. This is the way their mind comes to terms with and processes the numerous emotions that they have experienced that day. They also have detailed inner dialogue with themselves to understand the daily happenings and solve their emotional problems. Number 4. They absorb others' emotions. There is not a single empath who can avoid deeply absorbing the feelings of others. When they start to get involved in a deep conversation, their mind fills up quickly with images and emotions generated by the conversation. For a while, this can be a source of inspiration and energy for them. However, after they reach their limits, they can become mentally saturated with these ideas and emotions, and it can become overpowering. An empath can use this superpower to their advantage to energize and inspire them. By connecting to the collected sensations and feelings, they get access to a large fountain of ideas and tools that they can utilize in their everyday life. Motivational speeches and inspiring movies or stories move empaths to chase their dreams. On the other hand, what is challenging for them is to learn to live with the many sensations that they experience day by day. They feel everything much more intensely than normal people, sometimes to an extreme. They also absorb negativity, such as anger or anxiety, which can be exhausting for them. The empath must find ways to surround themselves with love and peace so their soul begins to flourish. A great piece of advice for them is to learn to enjoy the small details in life. Number 5. They are mind readers. Have you ever met a person who could surprisingly express your inner feelings and predict your thoughts? Chances are, that person is an empath. Mind reading is a true talent of empaths. Thanks to their intuitions, they tune into the thoughts of others as they connect with them more closely. It's not hard for them to figure out what is going on with a person emotionally. Their deep instincts always suggest to them the actual state of someone's mood. Although they are experts at reading people, they can also get confused by mixing their own feelings with others. An excellent choice of profession for them could be psychology. No wonder that many psychotherapists are indeed empaths. This type of career fits them well since the journey through their studies helps them improve and develop their emotional skills to a high level. Generally, people are amazed by mind reading, though some others prefer to hide their true self and they don't want it to be unraveled. Empaths struggle to find common ground with closed-off people, but once they connect to them, they can learn how it is sometimes good to keep some distance from others. Number 6. They need time alone. The noise of the city, the crowd of people at the mall, the loud music at parties, the frequent background chatter in a restaurant. All of these things drain energy from empaths. That is why they need to spend time alone more than others. Their high senses of the external world can overwhelm them. When an empath is overstimulated, they return to their safe place and look inwards to organize their thoughts and emotions. During that time, they disconnect from society. They like to also disconnect from social media and cut themselves temporarily off from others. This kind of tendency is also reflected in their work habits. Empaths like to manage their own time and keep themselves away from regular interactions with people. The best option for them is to work from home or a quiet and cozy space where they can recharge at any time. Number 7. They are targets for energy vampires. An empath is a rich source of support. Not only are they fantastic listeners, but they also know how to resonate with you and reflect your needs. This can be a great blessing as well as a huge curse. People burdened with problems happily turn to empaths for help, especially the ones who suffer with deep negative thoughts. They see the solution in empaths and they won't hesitate to grab onto them. So-called energy vampires are likely to feed on empaths. Empaths must recognize when their energies are being drained and clearly set their boundaries. This is how energy vampires can teach empaths by making them see their limits and the need to say no without feeling guilty. Number 8. They are nature lovers. Empaths are not only connected to people, but they also strongly identify with nature. They cannot stand the destruction of the environment. That includes animals, forests, and the future of our planet. Nature is also a calm and nurturing place for them to spend some time alone. Empaths will find a way to help nurture their surroundings. Many of them are activists, vegetarians, or vegans. This last point is leading us back to the first one, which is the peacekeeper quality of empaths. All in all, they hold great potential to heal and make people see the importance of our emotions and the balance of our world.